Hi, welcome to another interesting class on accounting. See, this class is on the meaning of accounting. See, actually, accounting is a very simple subject. You can learn accounting simply by using your common sense. So, be confident, be relaxed, enjoy the class. So, before going to the class, one more thing is if you have any doubt on the areas discussed here, please put such doubts in the comment box. If you want more classes on certain areas, please mention that also in the comment box. Definitely, I will be with you. You can learn everything through these classes. Subscribe this channel and press the bell icon for getting notifications on further classes. Kindly support it, like it, comment it. Okay then. Let us go to the class. Ready? Enjoy the class. Anyway, meaning of accounting. So what is accounting? As per the traditional concept, simply accounting is a record keeping function. The purpose of accounting is to maintain a proper record of all business transactions. Therefore, as per the traditional concept, accounting is simply a record keeping function. But with the changes in the economic sector, with the development in every areas, the concept of or the purpose or the meaning of the accounting has changed from a record keeping function to an information system. So in the present world, accounting is considered as an information system. It's a system which is used to give information to various interested users. See, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, AICPA. AICPA means American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. They have given a definition on accounting. As per this definition, accounting is an art. Accounting is an art. It's an art of four things. What are the four things? It is an art of recording, classifying, summarizing and interpreting. Simple. I think you got the four elements: recording, classifying, summarizing and interpreting. So ഞാൻ പൂർണ്ണമായും ഡെഫിനിഷൻ പറയാം എന്നിട്ട് എൻ്റെ അനാലിസിസിലേക്ക് വരും. So accounting is the art of recording, classifying and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions and events which are at least of financial character and interpreting the results thereof. This is the definition. So let us analyze it. What is accounting? I already told you it has four elements: recording, classifying, summarizing, then interpreting. First the three things: recording, classifying and summarizing. It is the art of recording, classifying and summarizing. How? How it records, how accounting classifies, how accounting summarizes in a significant manner and in terms of money. In a significant manner, accounting has its own way of recording, classifying and summarizing. റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനും ക്ലാസിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്നതിനും സമ്മറൈസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനും അക്കൗണ്ടിങ്ങിന് അതിൻ്റേതായ സിഗ്നിഫിക്കൻറ്റ് മാനറുണ്ട്. സോ സിഗ്നിഫിക്കൻറ്റ് മാനറിൽ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ രണ്ടാമതായി ആൻഡ് ഇൻ ടേംസ് ഓഫ് മണി, മോണിറ്ററി ടേംസിൽ. വാട്ട് ഡസ് ദാറ്റ് മോണിറ്ററി ടേം മീൻസ്? സി ലെറ്റ് us take the case of a transaction. See, purchase the goods costing rupees 5,000. It's a monetary transaction because its value can be mentioned or expressed in terms of money. It's a transaction of rupees 5,000. Then another example, you bought 5 pens. It's also a transaction. But what is its value? 5 pen costing rupees 50. So it can be expressed in two ways. You bought 5 pen, that is expressed in quantity. You bought pen costing rupees 50, that is expressed in monetary terms. So accounting records all transactions in monetary terms. So accounting records, classifies and summarizes in a significant manner and in monetary terms. Monetary termസിലും significant mannerൽ മാത്രമേ അക്കൗണ്ടിങ് റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ളൂ, ക്ലാസിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ളൂ, സമ്മറൈസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ളൂ. So it's an art of recording, classifying and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money. Then what? Transactions and events which are at least of financial character. It records, summarizes and classifies those transactions which are having financial character. those events which are having financial character. ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ ക്യാരക്ടർ ഉള്ള ട്രാൻസാക്ഷണൽ ഇവൻറ്റുകളെയും മാത്രമേ അക്കൗണ്ടിങ് റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്യുകയും ക്ലാസിഫൈ ചെയ്യുകയും സമ്മറൈസ് ചെയ്യുകയും ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ളൂ. സോ വാട്ട് ഡസ് ദാറ്റ് ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ ക്യാരക്ടർ മീൻ? Financial character means, see, an employee, appointment of an employee in a business organization. That transaction was now financial character. So accounting will not record such a transaction. Promotion of an employee, that will not record in books of accounts because that has no financial character. Transfer of employee from one branch to another. Efficiency of an accountant, all these have no financial character. Therefore, such transactions are not recorded. Proprietary invested capital worth rupees 1 lakh. 1 lakh in the capital invest ചെയ്തു, that is financial character. Purchased goods for rupees 10,000, that is financial character. Deposited to bank rupees 5,000, that is financial character. So accounting records, summarizes and classifies transactions and events which are at least of financial character. So once again, it's an art of recording, classifying and summarizing how in a significant manner and in terms of money what transactions and events which are at least of financial character. Then the last thing is interpreting the results thereof. അവയുടെ റിസൾട്ട് ഇന്റർപ്രിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുകയും ചെയ്യുന്നു. So what is the result of certain business transactions? At the end of every year, what is the result of the business act? Whether the firm has profit or not? What is the financial position? All these things are interpreted. Whether the firm is growing, whether it is earning more profit year after year, all these things are interpreted. So that is the definition given by American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. So what is the definition? Accounting എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ it's an art of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions and events which are at least of financial character and interpreting the results thereof. ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ ക്യാരക്ടറുള്ള ട്രാൻസാക്ഷനുകളെയും ഇവൻറ്റുകളെയും സിഗ്നിഫിക്കൻറ്റ് മാനറിലും മോണിറ്ററി ടേംസിലും ഇൻ്റർപ്രിറ്റ് റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന, ക്ലാസിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്ന, സമ്മറൈസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന, എന്നിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ റിസൾട്ട് ഇൻ്റർപ്രിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആർട്ടിനെയാണ് അക്കൗണ്ടിങ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. സോ ഇറ്റ്സ് എൻ ആർട്ട് ഓഫ് റെക്കോർഡിംഗ്, ക്ലാസിഫൈങ് ആൻഡ് സമ്മറൈസിങ് ഇൻ എ സിഗ്നിഫിക്കൻറ്റ് മാനർ ആൻഡ് ഇൻ ടേംസ് ഓഫ് മണി, ട്രാൻസാക്ഷൻസ് ആൻഡ് ഇവൻറ്റ്സ് വിച്ച് ആർ അറ്റ് ലീസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ ക്യാരക്ടർ. ഐ തിങ്ക് the first definition is very clear. So you got the meaning of accounting. But one problem is there. See, as I already said, ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു അക്കൗണ്ടിങ് ഇൻ ട്രഡീഷണൽ കോൺസെപ്റ്റിൽ ഇറ്റ് വാസ് എ റെക്കോർഡ് കീപ്പിംഗ് ഫംഗ്ഷൻ. സോ ദിസ് ഡെഫിനിഷൻ ഈസ് ഓക്കെ. ബട്ട് in the modern sense, accounting is an information system. But this definition has not mentioned anything in the case of or regarding the information function of accounting. Accounting information provided ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ആയിട്ട് this definition has no elements. ഈ definition information system ആയിട്ട് അക്കൗണ്ടിങ്ങിനെ പരിഗണിക്കുന്നില്ല. Therefore, we are going to another definition. So the second definition of accounting is, this definition defines accounting as a process. So it's a process of, accounting is a process of, again 4 elements, accounting is a process of 4 elements: identifying, measuring, recording and communicating. So in the first definition there are also 4 elements: recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting. Here also again 4 elements: identifying, measuring, recording and communicating. Here communication is also there, so it provides information. So what are the 4 elements? I, M, C, R. Simple. I think he got it in a simple way. I, M, C, R. I stands for identifying, M stands for measuring, R stands for recording and C stands for communicating. So accounting is the process of identifying, measuring, recording and communicating. What? Required information related to the economic events of an organization. So it identifies, it measures, it records and it communicates required information related to economic events of an organization. So this definition also says that accounting is concerned with economic events or events having financial character. Clear? So economic events of a business organization. ഒരു ബിസിനസ് ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻ്റെ എക്കണോമിക് ഇവൻറ്റിനെ ഐഡൻറ്റിഫൈ ചെയ്ത്, മെഷർ ചെയ്ത്, റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്ത്, കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ടു ഹൂം? ടു ദ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റഡ് യൂസേഴ്സ് ഓഫ് സച്ച് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ. So this definition is very simple and it gives emphasis on the information communicating function of accounting. Accounting in the information communicating function, ഈ definition importance നൽകുന്നു. So what is this definition? According to this definition, accounting is a process of identifying, measuring, recording and communicating. IMCR. It is not ICMR. ICMR means Indian Council of Medical Research. It is not ICMR. It is IMCR. So in that way you can remember this definition in a simple way. IMCR, identifying, measuring, recording and communicating required information relating to economic events of an organization to the interested users of such information. Here, the economic events are important and the users are important. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു ബിസിനസ് ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻ്റെ ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ്റെ യൂസേഴ്സിന് എക്കണോമിക് ഇവൻസിനെ കുറിച്ചുള്ള റിക്വയർഡ് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ മാത്രം ഐഡൻറ്റിഫൈ ചെയ്ത് മെഷർ ചെയ്ത് റെക്കോർഡ് ചെയ്ത് കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്രോസസ്സാണ് അക്കൗണ്ടിങ്. In the first definition it was an art and the second definition it is a process. So now we are going to analyze the important elements of the second definition. So as per the second definition, the important elements or concepts of accounting are: the first one is it identifies transaction, it measures transaction, it records transaction, it communicates transaction, it is concerned with economic events only, and it is very much concerned about the users of accounting information. So what are these things meant? So first one is identification. So identification means determining those transactions which are to be recorded. So an accountant determines those transactions which are to be recorded. So all transactions are not recorded. Only those transactions which are to be recorded. Record ചെയ്യപ്പെടേണ്ട transactions മാത്രമേ record ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ how that accountant identifies the transactions which are to be recorded? Two elements. First one is whether the transaction is associated with the organization. And the second one is whether that transaction is having monetary value. These are the two elements to be considered for identifying a transaction, for determining a transaction whether to be recorded or not to be recorded. So what are the things? The first one is whether the transaction is associated with the organization and whether that transaction is having financial character. For example, an accountant got a transaction. It is the appointment letter to an official. That transaction is associated with his organization, but it has no monetary value, so it will not be recorded. Then he got another transaction that is purchased the goods for ₹50,000, but this transaction is of another business organization. It is not of his organization. That will not also be recorded. So transaction should be associated with the organization and it must have monetary value. These are the two things considered for identification. So identification means determining the transactions which are to be recorded, and it is determined on the basis of two elements. They are whether the transaction is associated with the organization and whether the transaction is having monetary value. Clear? Then measuring. Simple. You remember one word for understanding measuring. Measuring means quantifying a transaction. What is the monetary value of a transaction? The transaction is quantified. That is known as measuring. So two elements are over: identifying, measuring. So after identification and measurement, then the third thing is recording. That means the accountant records the transaction in a significant manner in a book called journal. So accountant records transactions in journal and it is done in chronological order. So journal is a specific book in which transactions are recorded for the first time. That we will discuss in another video, how transactions have to be recorded, how it will be journalized, how these transactions are recorded in a journal, that we will discuss later. See, anyway, recording means transactions are recorded in journal in chronological order. So three elements over: identifying, measuring, recording, then communicating. These recorded transactions are transferred or they are converted into reports, they are converted into statements, and all these reports and statements are communicated to interested users. Therefore, accounting plays that role of an information system. So accounting can be considered as the language of the business. It communicates the business result to interested parties. Therefore, it is a language. What is the purpose of a language? The purpose of language is to communicate. And here accounting communicates. What does it communicate? It communicates business result to interested parties. Therefore, it is a language. Clear? So, accounting identifies, it measures, then it records, then it communicates. To whom? To the interested users of such information. Who are the users? See, accounting informations are used by a variety of parties. For example, the owner of a business organization. He is very much interested in the business result of his organization. Therefore, he is an user of accounting information. Then the employees, then the management. The management of the business organization are very much interested in accounting information for taking various decisions. So managers are interested, employees are interested, owners are interested, banks, financial institutions, they are interested. They have given loan to this organization. അവർ ഈ ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻ ലോൺ കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ലോൺ വാങ്ങിയിട്ടുള്ള ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻ പ്രോഫിറ്റബിൾ ആയിട്ട് പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? ദേ വാണ്ട് ടു നോ. Therefore, they are interested in accounting information. Then tax authorities, government authorities, trade unions, all these are various users of accounting information. So that is what users of accounting information mean. Then these users of accounting information can be classified under two major categories: internal users and external users. So internal users are those users who are within the organization. For example, the general manager of an organization, the chief executive of an organization, the department head of an organization, the production manager of an organization, the finance manager of an organization. All these are internal parties who are very much interested in the accounting information of an organization. Then the external parties, they are known as external users. For example, banks, financial institutions, trade unions, all these are external users. So users of accounting information can be classified under two categories: internal users and external users. So the elements are over. Now I think the meaning and this definition of accounting are very clear to you, and I think you have enjoyed the class. Once again, I will revise it in a simple way. First one is what as per the traditional concept, accounting is a record keeping function. Got it? Then the second one is, in the modern sense, accounting is an information system. Then the definition given by American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, AICPA. That definition says that accounting is an art. It's an art of, again, four things: recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions and events which are at least of financial character, and interpreting the results thereof. So this definition is more concerned about the four elements, but it is no way concerned about the information providing function of accounting. Therefore, we are going to another definition. So that definition says that accounting is a process. Again, it's a process of four things. That is IMCR. You got that? IMCR. It's a simple way to remember this. So it's a process of identifying, measuring, recording, and communicating required information related to the economic events of an organization to the users of such information. So I think it is very clear to you. You enjoyed it. So whatever be the comment, you put it in the comment box and support the channel. See you in the next class. Thank you very much. All the best.